Hello, my Star Atlas family. It's me, the MetaVerse Explorer. I'm back again to tell you what's happening with Star Atlas. And oh my God, did we have a whole bunch of information just recently drop. There is so much you won't believe. So this is TownHall recap number, I don't know which one it is actually. I should actually check. But this is provided by Aephian, AEP, one of the biggest DACs in Star Atlas, brought to you by Funcracker and myself, as well as Prometheus. Everyone helps around in the Star Atlas, in the Aephian Discord to try and get the information out there. So let's have a look at what this town hall is. It's a big one, guys, a big one. Major topics we're going to be talking about. There is a whole block of text that I might be talking about, and I'll refer to some pictures just to keep it a bit more lively. So a few items we can touch on. They received 1 million views on the cinematic trailer. Not bad. Still not good enough, but it's okay. As we all know, crypto is starting to go down. The whole Luna UST thing has been crazy, but the team confirmed they had no exposure to Luna or UST, so they can continue building, no problems. The team is actually going on a retreat soon. It's not sure if it's the entire team, all of them, or a few of them, so they might not be contactable for a while. There is a referral program coming later on in the year. So hopefully if you are interested in Star Atlas and you want to play and you're watching some of my videos, you might be able to use my referral link to try and help the ecosystem grow a bit more. We know there's two multimedia deliverables coming end of year. So we don't know if this is actually videos or if they're going to be interactions. We don't know at the moment. I assume it's just going to be two separate videos, to be honest. And then there's also multiple Unreal Engine experiences this year. We already know the showroom exists by itself. And then there is a flying module, which we're going to talk about in the alpha at the bottom. So the UE5 SDK, the software development kit, this allows other people. So when Star Atlas bring this out, this allows other people for them to build something and then incorporate it into Star Atlas. So it lets people lets people build stuff around it and improve the entire ecosystem. It's great, to be honest. It's good that we have an SDK because anyone that can create assets or anything can incorporate it into Star Atlas. So they're actually doing something else, which is which we all know, actually, we've known for a while now, that it has native connection to the Solana blockchain. You don't have to leave the game to connect your wallet. You do this inside the game. So imagine if you're doing all these DeFi, you're swapping on Radium or whatever, you have to have that browser extension. But with the UE5 actual game, you don't have to leave the game, Alt-Tab or exit out of it to connect to a browser or, approve that transaction. It's going to be inside the game. Now, that is something we haven't really seen often. Even in Illuvium, I haven't seen it. So if they manage to pull this off, this would be very, very, very good. Now, the alpha at the bottom that we're going to talk about is a secret showroom project. It's not so secret now because we kind of know what it is, right? It's going to be released at the same time, or at least close to the showroom. It's a free flight module. So you should be able to get into a spaceship and you should be able to use that NFT to fly around. Now, this is quite confusing because they said that at the start, there'll only be 2 or 3 ships that will be loading. We know the Visa's OPOD is one of them, the PSX-4 is one of them, and maybe a capital class ship or something like that. But they're saying that you should be able to fly around it, and it's going to have multiplayer. And we know this because there's going to be people you can interact with. Awesome. So much stuff to talk about. The Galactic Marketplace they talked about is the first thing that should be coming out. And the time frame for this is about 4 to 6 weeks. So, for me, that actually means it's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months before it actually comes out. I hate to be like this, but game development, they'll have a hiccup in a 2-week mark and it'll push everything back a while. So they did do the community feedback testing and they've incorporated some of that feedback. The audit is finished. So now it's just waiting, right? Global polishing, make sure it's really good, a nice experience, and then it should come out. Talking about the Polis DAO, they're talking about 3 of the 6 smart contracts for the DAO is currently in audit. It's completed next week, hopefully, give or take. The current feedback was that there's no major threats to the Polis DAO. And this is really important, right? When you're dealing with people's funds, you want to make sure that there is no security threats, especially on-realm voting, on-chain voting. If people lock up their funds, you want to make sure that's safe so that they can participate in the ecosystem. If there's no underlying safety, people are not going to do it, right? I'm not going to do it if I don't feel safe depositing my Polus there. Absolutely not. So I want to make sure no major threats, audits are public, everyone can read it. And if the audits come out, I might even cover them myself. So the DAO will be launching as a staking only feature at the moment. And hopefully you get some rewards with the staking only. They're saying that the governance or voting will come later on. And we're trying to see this, trend forming in Star Atlas because they have so many different things that they're trying to release like close to each other. Just release one thing, get one thing out, build on top of that. Just get the staking out there, no problem. And then you do governance on top of that, good. And then you do like automatic transactions on top of that, good. It's one thing at a time. These guys, I don't know, but like they're always trying to do multiple different things. They've got so many things in their purview. I think it's not very efficient in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a blockchain dev. I'm not a game designer. So what the hell do I know, right? Let's move on. Let's talk about the Tufa Attack Tournament. Now, this has been super popular within the Star Atlas community. If you didn't know, the Tufa Attack Tournament is not an official Star Atlas game. It's a little mini-game, browser-based game created by Ratanaut, actually, his name is now. He's one of the Aephian members. He created this as basically a browser-based top-down space shooter. Basically, you have one little ship, and then you go around attacking all the different ships that come at you with lots of bullets and stuff. It's really fun to play. They do have a tournament going at the moment. It's about to hit the final phases. The first prize for this, and man, the scores people are racking up on this. Even I can't believe it. I can't believe the scores. I tried playing it a little while. I lasted like 5 minutes and I only got like 4,000 points. People are getting up to 10,000, 20,000 points, and that's crazy. The first prize is an Ogrica Mic plus 2 Tufa Feist. Let's have a look at it. So the Ogrica Mic is round about $900 or $800, something like that. And the Tufa Feist is also around $700, $780, something like that. So that's the first prize, right? And then, of course, it tapers down. You get an Ogrica Mic, one Feist, and then just an Ogrica Mic, and then it goes down. So we can look at all the price. So you get an Opal Jet, which is worth MSRP is $300, but you can actually buy it at the moment on market for like $100 or $90, something like that. Opal Jet, PSX5s, and then you go to a Thimble Lobby, which were supposed to be $20, and you can probably buy it for like $10 now or something like that. So the prizes are not bad. If you're just interested and you got time to play this minigame, just do it. Go ahead and play, and then you might win something, might win a ship, which is pretty good. Now, let's move on. This some other major topics. In the past, Scream, they've changed Scream a little bit, right? So it was ship config Scream read out ship configuration, resource extraction, and mining. That's no longer the case at the moment, right? Everything's fluid, guys. Give them time. Scream is now ship combat, resource extraction, and manufacturing. Okay, so think about that. Ship combat. Who are you combating? It's PvE and PvP. You'll be able to verse other people in the medium risk zone, and this is going to come out in the browser-based game. So it's pretty good, exciting, right? They give us a few things to talk about when you talk about PvP and PvE, and like there's so much information, guys. Can you tell how excited I am? Right? There's like there's a Medium article that has just come out as well. There's a whole lot of information in there. I'm going to have to cover that separately in a different video. But now let's keep going. So the objectives for the players is to establish control of each star system on the map. And we know there's multiple different star systems. And we'll even have a look at one, right? By building a star base, okay? We can see the bases already. To do this, players can mine planets nearby, refine them, and upgrade the star base in order to set up a logistics network. This is great. It's starting to sound like a top-down sprawling empire gameplay, right? Ships cannot be destroyed in Scream. They are not in the high-risk zone. This is only in the medium risk zone and the safe risk zone, okay? So no ships are going to be destroyed. So that means, the whole supply and demand of ships, not yet. And more ships won't be being created at the moment. It's only ship combat, resource extraction, and manufacturing. Manufacturing not ships, but manufacturing resources, either the 4Rs or the other resources we're going to talk about. Medium risk means your destruction makes you lose your cargo and your 4Rs, which is fuel, food, toolkits, and what was the other one? Ammo. Your ships will reappear at a starbase where you can repair them with toolkits and you can get back into action. Oh, there's a lot here. We know so far there are 7 planet types. 20 resource types. I don't know what these resources are. We're going to have to find out, right? It might be the resources that are, some of them are applicable to the, different factions when you signed up, and they had little resources at the bottom. I think there were 3 each. So that's only 3 times 3. So that's only 9. So I don't know where the other 11 are coming from. We'll have a look. Maybe I might be wrong. I'm getting the stats wrong a little bit. Players will have to find the planets containing the right resources. This is where some of the organization comes in. You get on Discord, you talk to your deck, you say, hey guys, what resource do we want to monopolize? Let's go and park there, okay? Resources are used for the 4Rs and the star bases. So at the moment, it looks like you'll have to mine these resources to improve your star bases, improve your ships, as well as making the 4Rs, which is the fuel, ammo, all of this sort of stuff. Now this is a big problem that some people had. In order to ensure the game is balanced from inception, players have a limited amount of ship slots they can deposit to. This is something new that we have just found out about, right? So there's ship slots, which means there's only a specific amount of ships you might be able to load in first. You start with a limited amount, then you can buy more with Atlas. As you play the game, you earn loyalty points, where you can purchase more ship slots with your loyalty points. There's no upper limit. So I'm going to go in more detail in this. They did talk a little bit about it. Loyalty points is something that we knew kind of existed, but we've gotten more information about it. So you have to increase the number of slots with your loyalty points, but to increase the size of the slots, you need Atlas. So let's say you can load up initially with 1 ship, okay? You'll need loyalty points to load up multiple ships, okay? And they'll only be small, think about it, like a small slot each. Loyalty points, small slot. Loyalty points, small slot. And then to increase that small slot to a medium slot or a capital slot or a commander slot, you will need Atlas, okay? And this is an Atlas sync. In multiple games, we've seen this. This is just going to be burnt, right? And it's going to be account specific. So if you want to load up a Titan ship or a capital class ship or a commander class ship, you will have to buy your slots, upgrade the slots as you go. And of course, the more LP points you earn, which is the loyalty points you play, the more LP you earn per day, the more Atlas you'll be able to earn per day. So because you'll have more ships, right? Does that make sense? Makes sense. All right, let's go ahead. This is crazy, right? I know we're going at 12-minute mark already, but I wanna make sure we give this a good overview. This is from the new article, okay? This is from the new Star Atlas article. They just released at the same time as the Town Hall. There is so much information on here. I'm gonna have to do a separate video just to look at all of this. We can see on the left-hand side here, just behind me, this way, we can see a lot of information about your ships. We'll have a look at that. In the middle, we can see a star system with a sun in the middle, different planets around with 7 different planet types, and all the different planets will have different resources on them, right? And then we can see some ship fleets in the middle. You see there's a friendly fleet and then a just below me, that's a enemy fleet. On the bottom right-hand side, you can see the planet information. Now, there's also stuff on the bottom middle, and I'll turn this way, just right there. Can you see here? There's like option menu, your profile menu, questions, and then something else. Settings and question else. And then in the middle as well, you can see it says withdraw ship, local inventory, cargo management, and unlock. Just right there. Just right there. There's so much information in this thing. Let's dive in a little bit deeper. This was on the left-hand side. So we can see the resources just at the top here. We have fuel, ammo, food, toolkit. Okay? And these is what you need to actually run all your ships. We can see the Starbase Alpha, Starbase 1, 2, 3. Something I noticed here, these resources are all different from what are these. So you see this is a circle resource A, upside down triangle resource B, a hexagon resource C, and then a normal triangle resource D. And all of these you need, they have different quantities and different star bases. So I don't know what these resources are. They're probably just thinking about it at the moment, but this is what it looks like. All the way on the right-hand side, you can see different fleets that you have. Fleet A, Fleet B, Fleet C, Fleet D. And then you can have the what's in the hangar of the starbase or in the hangar in Starbase Alpha or Starbase Beta. Man, there's so much information. Can you tell I'm just talking really fast? I'm trying to get through it. I'm sorry, guys. One thing I did see, look at the warp speeds, right? Your warp speed is determined by your slowest ship in that fleet. We know this already. So you can see Fleet A has only 2 warp speed, while Fleet B has 3 warp speed. So hopefully, we can assume Warp B will catch up to Fleet B will catch up to Fleet A really easily, right? There's so much here, right? So much information. This is the first time we've seen something that looks like gameplay. This might drum up more interest, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's look at the planets. We know there's 7 planet types, and then there's different resources, 20 different resources. What I saw as well at the top, it says tier 2. So hopefully there's different 7 planet types and different tiers of them, because the higher the tier, the more resources in them. We know this is a forest planet, it's colonized, and it's a medium planet. I don't know what these resources are. Resource A, B, C, okay? We've seen these 2 resources before. You could mine those and put them into that one. I haven't seen what the 960, this one. I haven't seen what this one is. Okay, I haven't seen that. And we just got some little normal placement text here. It just happens. It just when they're loading a new program and there's no text in there yet. So they're going to put text in there. They're just a description for the planet. So much information, right? Let's keep going. There's going to be badges on the score. We already know this. You're earning like veteran fleet. There is going to be a reward of sorts. It's going to carry over into Scream. So thankfully, good. There's going to be a little bonus. It's going to be applied to the rebirth posters as well. Ha, I told you. People are forgetting about the collectibles. I've been buying the posters non-stop. I've got like 3 posters in each account. So hopefully these guys will be able to get some rewards myself. We know that racing ships will have higher agility because they are just faster. They are racing ships. And we don't know what the actual stats will be. Agility, strength or hauling. We know they have these different niches, but we don't know what the quantity or stats of them are. Every ship will be able to do any activity in the game, including resource extraction. Every ship. So you don't need to have a mining ship to do some resource extraction. Unfortunately, there will be no stealth mechanics in Scream. This is going to be very upsetting for those people who invested in the stealth ships like the the Armway and the Opod. The Opod is the biggest stealth ship. No more class ship missions. We knew this because at the beginning, they said, we're going to have like 11 different ship type missions, and then you'll be able to go to each person and then get a mission from them. No more. They want to make it an overarching kind of mission for everyone, right? There's not going to be a friend list or DAC support. You'll have to organize yourselves within Discord and then just go from there. Get into voice chat and then play the game together. Just organize yourself in Discord, then go to a specific spot on the map so you're all there in one spot. There's so much info, right? Let's talk about earnings. Earnings are correlated to the amount you play and the activity you undertake. So if you're playing a game for 1 hour a week, and then someone's playing a game for 3 hours a day, they are going to earn more than you, okay? That's just basic MMO gameplay. That's any game you play. Any work you do in the real life. If you spend more time at work, you earn more money than the other person. Unless you're smart enough to figure out what's the best return of your money and then multiply that by how many times. So you find the most lucrative thing and you keep doing that. It depends on what you do, your fleet size, the time spent, that sort of stuff. Let's talk about the emissions. So we already knew from a long time ago that the emissions are going to split up between all the 3 different factions. They all have the same amount of emissions, right? So if there's 1,000 people in faction 1 and only 500 people in faction 2, more people, the people in faction 2 are going to be getting more Atlas than the people in faction 1 because there's more people in faction 1 sharing the same pool, okay? Same pool of Atlas being emitted because they have 1,000 people. If this group only has 500 people, then they're going to be getting more Atlas per user because there's less of them There's more Atlas to go around for them. Players will be able to mint your crew members of different races in the future. Not yet. Okay, Scream is complicated as you put more effort into it. It gets very complicated. There's lots of strategizing. It's got a high learning curve and it'll take more time. It depends on how intense you want to get in the game. People just want to be passive. People just want to log in, click a few buttons like we do now with Scream. And some people want to actually drill down into the mechanics, the empire, micromanagement. People love these games, right? They say it's going to be easy to learn, but difficult to master. And that's what I want to actually see. I want lots of people to come in because they'll be able to realize that, it's super easy to learn. I got it. But then to actually make a giant profit, it's going to be difficult to master. Okay, I'm going to slow down now. We'll talk about the Star Atlas issue number 7. I haven't read it yet. I've only skimmed it. I'm going to read it, and I've been told that there is heaps more information in there. So I'm going to spend the next kind of 2 days reading this issue and then giving you what the new updates are. Okay. Oh, I should take a break. I'm going so fast. Now, before we finish up, I want to remind you the Star Atlas Tufa Attack Tournament is about to start pretty soon. It's on May the 14th. It's going to be streamed on Twitch, thanks to Moonman and Star Atlas TV. This is just a little overlay you can see here. So you can join them at this website over here, and you can just watch it. Or you can go to Star Atlas Discord and find it out very easily. This is going to be the finals of the Tufa Attack tournament to see who gets to win those lovely ships. So I would recommend you just go and watch, be part of the community, just enjoy the experience. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time as always. Please do like and subscribe for me. It takes a lot of time for Funcracker and Prometheus and myself to get this information to you. Okay, I told my deck leader I was supposed to be going on a date today. They're like, no, babe, I'm gonna make a Star Atlas video and then we can go on a date. Let me finish it first. Hopefully that won't come back to bite me in the butt. Ooh. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much. I'm gonna love you and leave you. Ciao for now. Don't forget to subscribe.